On this video we are gonna analyze if Argentina will win the World Cup based on Scaloni's tactics and Messi's role. Initially, in the defensive structure, Argentina starts with a 1-4-4-2. However, when they are with the ball and progressed to the opponent's half, their system changed to a 1-3-4-3. When Argentina tries to play out from the back from zone A to zone B, the defensive midfielder joins the center backs and the goalkeeper. Therefore, when he receives the ball, he attracts to the opponents and is free to the center backs. The smart coordination between the midfielders and the fullbacks creates passing lines in zone B. Hence, Argentina's midfielders receive with space. When their closest teammates are covered, they have great vision to look for their far teammates. Once the passing line is covered to the defensive midfielder, Argentina's center backs have great techniques to overcome their mark and find their teammates. When the opponents aren't pressing high, the center backs take the ball to zone B in order to attract as many opponents as they could to free the full backs. However, when the opponent is pressing really well and the center backs can find passing lines, Di Maria and Messi drop back to zone B in order to have numerical superiority and create new passing lines. As a consequence, the midfielders move to an advanced position and create passing lines for Messi and Di Maria. Once the center backs are covered, Dibu Martinez has great vision and passing technique to find his farthest teammates, and thanks to this Argentina jumps the pressure block and create great chances. In zone B, the midfielders play crucial roles in the build-up, since they always try to find the free teammates and also support the strikers when they have the ball. In the same way, they are crucial without the ball because they attract to the opponents to the central corridors in order to create a space on the flanks for the fullbacks or the wingers. Usually the defensive midfielder is always trying to find a passing line. Therefore, when he receives the ball, the three midfielders left attract to the opponents to the central corridors in order to free Messi or Di Maria on the right flank. When they can't find spaces on that flank, they switch to the opposite flank, where the left fullback has a space because he ends up playing as a winger, and this creates surprise. Also, the midfielders are smart to detect free spaces, and they know for sure that Messi or Di Maria will be free on the right flank. When these players received the ball, the midfielders try to support them on this zone because they create numerical and positional superiority, and thanks to the dynamic advantage of Messi and Di Maria, this side becomes the most effective one for Argentina. Once Messi moves to the middle, Molina, the right fullback, is in charge to support Di Maria on the right flank, and thanks to these movements, Argentina has a threat on the right flank with Di Maria and Molina, but also in the central corridors with Messi. When the midfielders can't find short passing lines, they know that Di Maria will make smart runs to the back of the opponent's defensive line, and that's how they won the Copa America. When Argentina is on the opponent's half, we can see that their system changes to a 1-3-4-3. Usually they try to accumulate players in the central corridors to free the flanks. As a consequence, when the fullbacks or the wingers receive the ball, Di Maria or Messi are smart enough to find the free spaces that the opponent left to cover the flanks. Also, when they are on this flank, they try to create triangles to apply the concept of the third man. Besides, the midfielders try to overload this flank to create a space inside for Messi. When Argentina can find spaces through the right flank, they switch to the left side. They are also dangerous on this flank because Messi moves to this side since he has a free role in attack. Moreover, Argentina is dangerous in the offensive transitions because Messi, Di Maria and Martinez are always ready to run to the spaces. In addition, they perform great movements without the ball, like in this case Martinez, who drags to the opponents to create a space for Messi. When the midfielders recover the ball, they try to get rid of the pressure quickly and find spaces up front. Furthermore, when they recover the ball in the opponent's half, it's important how the strikers try to run quickly to the space, and they have great coordination, as we can see Messi ran to receive the pass and Martinez to the box to score. This video is brought to you by Mètrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NasirSelad at checkout for a 10% discount. When Argentina is off the ball, they press on the goal kicks with 3 players, Messi, Martinez and a midfielder. However, when their pressure is overcome, they drop back to their half with a 1-4-4-2. One midfielder usually jumps to press in order to support the 2 strikers. Argentina tries to cover the central corridors, that's why the opponents can find spaces on the flanks, but the midfielders support the fullbacks. When the opponent tries to play between the midfielders and the defenders, the center backs are always focused to cover that zone and steal the balls. When the opponent has a dangerous player on the flanks, it's important the sacrifice of the wingers like Di Maria, who supported his fullback to make a 2 versus 1. But also Argentina is strong in defensive transitions, since they drop back quickly and they make tactical fouls.